Hello, 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 divine ones. Welcome. Today, the guides will be sharing a message and a light language activation. So, if you are open to this, please find a comfortable position and we'll begin. And the guides wish to harmonize energy. If you wish to harmonize your energy with them, please say yes or create the intention to do so. Your heart, our heart, one heart. So. Trishia muaya tarai quaine sia sholoya matrai shiktnia quaya sia shuaya matrai kia troka patishia naitro ainitikia sutria maquaya sukiana tishia laitroka mayasishia laikonotro aesnitro wiktini shoktini aikan sotri miaya suquayana su quiana sai shiolo Sholo maya trokoa saich kono aitrishia laikinaso shomiaya. Yaya soaya traya shukwaya my so. And they like to hug as a way to harmonize energy. You may hug them back. Or whatever feels intuitive to you as a way to connect and harmonize energy. Dear one, you are always waiting. Asking the question, what comes next? What will happen tomorrow? You may take many travels. What was in the past? What was in the future? You are always on an adventure. But the biggest adventure, we would say, is the present moment where all is available. What will happen next is what happens right now. The present moment is the key to everything. But you are spending much time wishing for what was, wishing what was to never happen again. Or looking into the distance. What will I be next? What is in the horizon for me? What is my future? And you may do this. But we ask you this, even if you knew what it was, how would it change right now? Even if you knew what was happening later tomorrow, how does it change right now? Well, you might say, if I knew that I was going to be successful, that relationship would work, that I would take that chance. If I knew that it would all work out fine, I would take that chance. You might think, if you knew what was going to happen next, you would feel safe. Because you would have a control of the outcome. Well, you do have a control, but it's not the control you think. So you wish to control an outcome that will give you a security and a pleasant feeling. And if you know that there is trouble on the horizon, you will prepare yourself for that. And the trouble on the horizon is up here. Because yes, we agree that there may be events, things that could happen. It is the way that you view them that creates the discomfort. Because even if you knew what tomorrow would hold, and you knew without a shadow of a doubt that you would be successful, that you would be safe, who is the you that you think is going to be successful and safe? Because you are already safe, and the way you view success is very limited. Box. You are so amazing. Can I have another word for this feeling, please? You are so expansive. You are so I'm going to say this, freaking amazing. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so expansive. This is a celebration. This is success. We don't call it success. That is your word. But you're already done. You're already complete. You're always searching. Looking. And what's on the horizon? What might I be? Be. You're amazing just like you. Right now. This keeps you searching for something, trying to be better. Striving for something. And in doing this, you miss what is right before your eyes and is in fact your eyes. As you continue to look for what is going to happen next, wish for something more. Look back at the past like it was better than what it is now, or look back at the past and think that it was a horrible thing I wish to never revisit. Either way, you are missing what is available right now. You are recreating. Like a prune is dried, and then you pour the water on it and it reabsorbs it. Like this. Something that is gone. It's dried up. It's like past. They want to use this word. Dead. It's gone. It's you rehydrate it. It's like dried fruit. You rehydrate the past. You bring it back to life. It's gone. But you bring it back. And it's why is no kurame say trikia masarishia kore se chia makara se chia makara se kia mukore shia makarasa. And therefore, amakara, in this revival, we would say, and you do not experience the now moment, and the perfection that you are, and the done that you are, the complete that you are. You are not without. You may think that, and we understand that, but we tell you, you are not without. And what you think fulfillment is, you're always searching for out here on the but here, you are fulfilled. And you are full. You are never alone. You are never without. And all that you need. And is available. But because you always turn your back on the present moment, and because you're looking for the next moment, or the present moment is uncomfortable, so you're distracted. I have to do my list of things to do, so therefore I don't have time for this right now. I don't have time for right now, because I have to get all these things done, and then I'll have time for now. You miss what is right in front of you and is indeed you. This moment contains everything that you need. You're always looking for a future moment for your needs to be met. But this moment, we say, your needs are met in it. And we know the small self might like to argue with this, stomp its feet, shake its fist. How can you say this to us? I do not have all that I need. I need more. To this we say, it is your ideas and beliefs about what more is that keeps you searching for what more is. We agree, maybe you need a drink, maybe you need something to eat, and you may get it. You may not have it. You may not have the money or the funds to get it. We understand this practicality. But also we say, and some might not like to hear, that your vibration and your ideas of what you need, and your attachment to the fact that you believe you don't have it, and keeps you stuck in the belief that you don't have it, and the experience that you don't have it. And we say that if you be in the present moment, and you welcome what is present, because what else would you do with the present moment but welcome it? And when you welcome the present moment, and you step out of the turmoil of the mind, you then may experience a whole new world. And this doesn't necessarily mean that food magically appears on your plate, but you access, and you inner access with an inner seeing and an inner knowing, the next step to get the food you need. Is known. Because the small self is rerunning the story and clouding the vision. And so while we agree you may not have the food on your plate, and there are many with no food on their plate and no plates, and this need not be this way. You have created this yourself. And through this internal knowing, this shall change. You cannot change the problem with the same mind that created it. Or another way said is you cannot change the problem or your world by focusing on the problem. You see, I do not have what I want. I do not have the food on my plate. I do not have the job that I want. I do not have the relationship that I want. And my focus is on what I do not have and what I do not want or what I cannot get. And so therefore, you are relating to, like when we harmonize energy with you, you are harmonizing your energy to lack. You are harmonizing your energy to that in which you are thinking and putting your energy towards. We say in the present moment, when you welcome it, without a judgment, it's like, I don't have this, I don't have that. Instead, you drop everything after I. And just I am. And you tune into or harmonize with the frequency of I am. So harmonize with truth. You now step outside of the problem that you view to be a problem. And you see it, inner seeing through new eyes. And this inner seeing, where where the world that you know changes, and the way that you attend to the world, and you attend to the challenges, I have no food on my plate, may be attended to without the same struggle and the same suffering that the small self endures as a result of its identification with I, and as a result of its beliefs and ideas in association with this identification. In hiyo makaresi ya troke matia saikini osnia makaya sokoremi kama sarichiai kena sokore me karesichia makaya sokorochu karasini trishia troshia kena siya shwaya makaya sikia. You see now there are people on the streets, there are people in other countries who have none. In Isimikia Koroshkara they have no food. Omasaka they have very little food, they have food that is toxic. Dirty, dirty, filled with yes, this is food, but it is like is toxic. Chemicals, dirt, waste, like urine, like a waste. It's not even food, and it's very contaminated. That's the word, contaminated. So, and this need not be. The small self, indeed, take a look at the small self, says, I want more for me and less for others, or your fake borders. I will help the people in my country first. I will help the people at my home first. It's all your home and it's all your country. You believe you own it. That's another message, and which we will speak about. And because you wish to claim your stake, and this is yours, and you believe it to be yours, and you don't own it, and none of you do. You do not own the earth, but you believe that you do. So you create your false borders as a way to keep people out, only let certain people in, and as a way you create separateness. one is not more deserving than another. Your degrees on your wall do not make you more deserving than another. And whatever you have been through in your life, what you call life, might have contained much like pain, trauma, being like spoke down to, talked down to, it doesn't make you less than. Because all is divine. So Isaiah show aikwana so amaya trishia. Happiness does not come in a land far away, in a faraway land. Happiness does not come in a land far away. In a faraway land. Happiness does not come from there. It's right here. Did you think it was somewhere else? What would you do with the present moment other than and invite it in? The present moment is here. You slam the door. The present moment is here and you slam the door. The present is knocking on your door. You keep shutting the door on the present because you don't like it, because you're too busy for it, because you don't even realize that there is a present moment. Whatever the reason, you shut the door when you decide that you will not be available for the present moment. Listen to our words. The present is at the door. The present is at the door. And you keep shutting the door on the present. The presence is at the door. The present moment is at the door. And you keep shutting the door on it. And instead of inviting it in, we say, what else would you do with the present moment? But you fight it much. Some do not wish to stop and be still. Smell the flowers. Be present. Some might due to trauma like anxiety and stuff, and not be able to stop. Always want to look somewhere else. Move around. Cannot quiet the mind, afraid of what comes when the mind becomes quiet. Even as we say these things, we use them as labels because you use them as labels to describe your human experience. So you may experience many things, or you may be too busy. I'm too busy. I have to do my list. Did you know that you could be present while doing your list? Did you know that you could be present anytime? You may unwrap the present that you are anytime. Anasikia, you don't have to wait for a special occasion. And Ezekiel Marashiamakara, when your list is done, Amakarasakara, when it's your birthday, Amakarasakara, it's Christmas, and whatever. And Esichiomaya Tereshiamaka, and Esikiana Torumi Karasia Chikoramaya Tikia, Sakarasukoroshama Karasia Chikaramakasia, Shia Tishia, Isnia Laich no Koromea Sikiamaya Torokamea Trishkarai. The present moment and the presence that you are is all that really is. In Ishiomokoro, we understand, yes, that you experience life in Isiniokoroshko in a variety of ways or a variety of manifestations. But we say to you, the present moment and the presence that you are, and are the only true amakarata, true things. All is always now, and all is always one. And we don't say that if there is an emergency, the house is on fire, and that you don't leave. And yes, you leave. But when you are present, even when you experience challenges, the way that you experience them, and the way that you attend to them are very different. Because you no longer say, oh, my house burned down. This is so horrible. Esenikia makarasa chine korote makarasi shikarasa chine korosoko makasi trishia makaya soko esenikia tarakia sosoko so. This is so horrible. And I must retell this story many times. Remember it and retell it. And make it the story of me. And you are much attached to the story of me. And because you can say everything that I've been through, and everything that I've experienced, created the person that I am now. And we say yes, and also no. And we say yes, but also more accurately, it's not so much the things that have taken place, the events that have taken place, the things that have happened, that have taken place, that have made you who you are today. And it is your identification with them that makes you who you are today. And it's like, there's a difference. You may, have the house burned down, but as you identify it with I am the one that the house burned down. This is my house. And I was in the house. I wasn't in the house. I lost all my things. We do not disagree that this is a challenge. It could be very sad, could be very scary. We do not deny any of this. What we say is, the story that you tell about it, and the experience that you have, and the echo that carries with you, and your insistence on rehydrating the fruit, bringing it back to life, giving it CPR, so that you bring the past back to life. And this becomes a story of you. And you say, okay, well, everything I've been through created the person that I am now. No, everything that you've been through, that you have identified with and created a story about, creates who you are now. There's a difference. Some might not like to hear this. And still we say it. Again, we don't say that if you have something happen, your house burns down, because yes, this is tragic. Yes, this is sad. Yes, this is scary. Yes, you must attend to this. Rebuild the house. Call the insurance company. Maybe you don't have insurance. Whatever it is, there's a difference between attending to a situation and creating a situation from a situation. There is a difference between is the house burned down, and I feel sad, but who is the I? And this is our question. Because yes, the identity self that is attached to the house and all that it means, and is afraid, where will I sleep? Is the one that feels these things. And we don't say that you don't feel them. We don't say that this is bad. We say this is okay. Yes, you feel these things. But there is a part of you, and the truest part of you, we might say, that is stable, that is peaceful, and is present. It's present. It is the present, and it is presence, and it's present. It's all three of those things. And right now. You may access it right now. And when you do, you may still attend to the fire. You may still feel sad about the fire, but it is not your entire experience. And when that experience is done, when you are present, and you have this realization of this peace, you no longer wish to rehydrate the fruit, because there's no purpose. In that way, it dissolves. You didn't force it. You see, in presence, there is a love, a compassion that springs forth from this state, this true state. But you must be present, to realize it is there. So, if the idea of rehydrating the fruit comes back, or thinking about the house that burned down and how sad that is, and being present in the present moment, you realize, first, this is not who I am. This was an experience, that I had, or that was had, while in a human form, and the story that I created about it, and the story that society tells me I should believe about it, no longer dictates my experience. And Choya sukia makare si chia makare se kia makaye sukoroshko. I am not sugarcoating it. I'm not trying to senikia positive thinking. I say, yay. I said, it's okay. My house burned down, but it's all right. I'm going to be okay. I said, now this intellect and this ego. I said, big business and trying to make everybody happy and okay. I said, you all already are happy and okay, and safe and loved and love. But you must know this through realization. This you will never be happy and know it. You will have a temporary happiness, and is wonderful. But you will see up and down, up and down, up and down. It is your identification with and your attachment to the beliefs and ideas. And indeed, fire may be scary. Indeed, a house burning down may be very sad. Isinikiyama very scary, and isinikiyamaka and experience much loss. The human experience, physical plane, is filled with such experiences. They are neither a reward nor a punishment. They just are experiences. And all experiences as a realization of one. You may have many experiences as a part of a realization of one. And according to your vibrational signature. There may be things that you might need to attend to in this what you call life. Each one different. Your experiences nonetheless are neither bad nor good, but the identity self experiences them as bad and good. And we invite you to contemplate the truest part of you, which is unmoved, pure peace, stillness, love, compassion, pure. And underline this word pure, as it is pure. So anything else that happens, seen through these eyes, inner eyes, seen through these eyes and known, no longer becomes the turmoil that it is when it is experienced only by the small self. See, we say only by the small self, even though your true state is always available. Is right now. It is who you are. And when you are not present in the present moment, or realizing your true state, or the presence or the peace that's available, and you are like blinders only on the problem, that's what you experience. And our invitation now is that you bring this and presence into the present moment. This is what transforms your present moment. This is what changes your world. This is what changes your life. Is through inner seeing and inner knowing, and bringing this in tandem with your experience. You may have the blinders on, looking at your problems, but that's your experience then. It's because life is a problem. I am a problem, and I'm just spending my life solving problems. and you're not a problem to be solved. You're not a Rubik's Cube. You're not a puzzle. You're none of these things. You will spend much time trying to solve the problem of me, but the small self will never be happy with this. You'll always be running around trying to find the solution to the problem. And even if it finds something that it could be happy with, now I know what the problem of me is. It's because of this or because of that or these people or this event. Then what? So you say this, okay, this is the problem of me. And I decide now that I know what the problem is. So anytime I'm in a situation and something comes up, I can say that is because of this, or that is because of that. I may label it and say this is why. And okay, sure. And you're still in the story. You're just weaving it differently. Before you were saying, I don't know what the problem of me is. There's a problem. Now you're saying, this is the problem. I've identified it. And this is the reason why. I have something to blame it on. It's still in the vibration of the problem. And you may do as you like. But it is still in the vibration of problem. I am a problem. In this, you still attend to the world that you are in, so that you see before you, but the way that you see it and the way that you experience it are very different. And in this true state, the attachment to the story and the attachment to the ideas and beliefs transmute. They transform through the eyes of love. And this is the doer. The small self is not the doer. The small self will go in circles. Finding what is the problem and who can I blame. And I don't care if I blame myself or I blame other people. There must be finger pointing, a blame. And it just keeps you in the cycle. We do not deny there are challenging things, sad things, painful things, suffering things. But you may feel the humanality of you. You may feel the rain, you may feel the sun, you may feel the pain, the sadness, the happiness, you may feel it. And also know that it is not you. And stop creating the story of this is me. I am the one who likes this. I am the one who doesn't like this. I am the one with the problem. My problem is everybody else. Or my problem is me. It doesn't matter. It all feeds the story. So our message today, dear one, is the one of your pure divinity, which you may access right now. It's not over here, in the distance. Spoiler alert, when you ask this question, what will be? What will I be? What is happening next? Will I succeed? Will I be safe? You are already finished right now. If you would like to call this success, whatever you think success is, you're already it. will you be safe? You already are. But it is the thoughts and ideas and the identity with this world, the way that it is, that keeps you feeling unsafe. We are not to say that you leave all your doors open and walk in the middle of the street and say, I'm safe, so I can just, not lock my doors and walk in the street. No. You take like a precaution, but not from fear. From the knowing that it's a good idea to lock my door tonight. It's a good idea to wait and look both ways before I cross the street. Because there are cars that come. But I don't fear this much. I don't sit around and think, oh my gosh, somebody will break in, they will steal my stuff, run me down with the car on the street. It's not a fear. It's a knowing. I lock my door. This makes sense. I look both ways before I cross the street. Of course. But you are always safe. This body is a temporary vehicle for you to have an experience. But you have all taken it very seriously. And created much stories about what life is and what it isn't, what God is and what it isn't, fighting with each other about my God, your Godness, and no God. And when you all may be and know, if you want to know something, be. That's it. You want to run to the encyclopedia, Encyclopedia Britannica? You want to run to this and flip the pages. I just told them we Google it now. You want to flip the pages and you want to flip the pages and find the answers, and it's you always looking for something, and it's outside of yourself. Happiness is there, success is there, and it's I want what they have, because this wants nothing. It is everything, and though you may not have the fancy car or the house or whatever it is, still you are at peace even without it. You see the difference? Right now, you need things to feel peaceful. You need things to feel safe. This, there is a knowing of the safety. There is a knowing of truth. There is a knowing of peace. It's not I heard about it obscurely somewhere, and maybe that's true. It is a definitely, I know this. And it is not this I, the small I, that knows it. So kushinikia makaras I am knows I am. Atrishia makarasichkia makai. And isimikia makarasa chiala kisinotri makarasaichkana esinikia maka. And this is the anashine kia makarasa. Peace, happiness, safety, everything that you're looking for out there, asinikia on the horizon, amakiana sakara is right here. In the present moment. You will not need to ask what's going to happen next, because you may know and know you do not need to know what happens next. There's not the same necessity for the knowing. When you know, you will know, and all is known. And this, future looking, is not necessary in the way that it is now. Seek tini, seek tini, seek tini, seek tini. So you are already done. You are already one. This is the present to celebrate. This is the present at the door. Open the door. And stop shutting the door. Open the door. It means embracing all. Everything, all parts. And the small self, and like we said, this is not a sugar coating. And the small self, may not be able to do this. But as you use your identity self, your physical body, to be present in the present moment, you can tap into your true state of being. And so it is in tandem. Through your choice to have this realization. And we say it costs you nothing. You have all the equipment you need. You do not need to pay any money. It's you. Right there in you in this moment. You may access this. This has the most accessibility. You may do it right now. You may know. But you have all been told that this is very hard. And you believed it. And you may believe what you like. You will not know until you know. And this is your choice. When you realize happiness itself, is right here, the sights that you see before you, you see in awe and wonder. And you no longer look at your world and attend to your world. Like, what can I get from this? What can I create here? And how can I claim my stake here? You move in harmony with the awe and wonder of all. And you allow, so you know yourself as this awe, wonder, happiness, and this creates through you. And it is not identity creation anymore. It is one source expressing in a multitude of ways of which you are part of. And this is what changes your world. Because the small self does not want to give up its food, only wants to give money and food to its own country and its own people. And everyone is your own people. And there is no separation. This is a ridiculous and idea. And you can think it all you want. We say ridiculous because it doesn't even exist. This separation that you create doesn't exist. These people are not more deserving than those. And and your borders do not make a difference to whether or not you should feed somebody. And if they're hungry, you feed them. Because you know they are you. And you know they are divine. And therefore you would never dream of treating people in this way. But you see the small self and all its beliefs and ideas cannot get here. You see this now. See this in your world. How long have you been saying these people go hungry? And yet they're still hungry. And it's yes, they're having this contaminated food and water. And this is not necessary. But the change doesn't come from the small self. It is when more and more, which is happening now, and it will continue to happen, have this realization, this changes the world. So the small self will run around and try to change the world. And yes, you may temporarily make things better as you do now, and you experience this now, but you do it from a tone of fighting and fighting for rights and fighting for each other. And even though you are doing this, even maybe with good intentions, you're still holding the tone of fighting. You are still in agreement to fighting and the necessity to fight. So therefore you are still in alignment with it. Holding the tone or vibration of it. Because if you are holding the thoughts and ideas and beliefs about war, whether you like war or don't like war, either way, you're in alignment with it. You might not like to hear this, but you're still in alignment and agreement to the necessity of war, that some have more than another, that you can own the earth somehow. You can do this, because you could do what you want, but you cannot own something that doesn't belong to you. It never belonged to you. And this, you can see, is the small self, is the ego self, is the identity self. And we don't shame it or blame it. We just realize it. Okay. And it is through this and presence and being and the love that resides here that the identity dissolves and your world changes. Hasinia waya trokia maya sanishia laya trokia masania tro. They bring now much love and compassion for our human experience. We know that the path to awakening is not a comfortable one. And therefore, we wish to express our love and gratitude that you are willing to know. We know that this is not always easy. Many ups and downs. You awaken to the light, said that you are, and you plummet back to dark. And you go back and forth. And the dark is the heavy coat that shadows you from seeing the light, and from knowing the light. And so we send much love for the challenges that you experience. And love. So much love. Siwaya Quenesia Waya Trishia Maya Trokayami Aikia Nikia 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 Siki I see Shikti I Shikti I Shikti I She. Right now you think you may solve problems. We say in all that you see, problems that you believe you have, problems that you believe are your world experience, cannot be solved as much as they can be transmuted. Solving is like a pencil behind the ear. I pull it out, I make an equation, I make a plan to solve. This transmutes, dissolves, the problem or the perceived problem through the eyes, inner seeing of love, and through the knowing, love and pure love and pure compassion. This is the doer. This has only ever been the doer, and will only be the doer. So we implore you, invite you, to Teresinikia no Atrishia Makaya Sukoroshi Mikia Makara Sechia Makara Asanikia Makara Sekia Tereshkara. This is the magic and Asikia Makara that changes the world. Nikia Sinishia Makayaso. You are the magic that changes the world. Amakarasa, not the small self, not the identity. Amakarasa, this Erisikirata She Makarase. True state. Thank you to the guides, and thank you so much for sharing in this message with me. And as always, 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 I'm wishing you so much love. Thank you.